I was thinking about catalysts of change, especially when it comes to your average everyday citizen defender. And I came to the realization, and I've thought about this a lot, and this has been an ongoing process through years, but I thought I'd make a quick video about it and put together a few paragraphs, kind of distilling the main points and what my overall opinions on this are. These are opinions. This is what I'm thinking. This isn't necessarily fact, but this is some stuff that's been brewing. And ultimately, we are creatures of habit. We're creatures of comfort and convenience. And me, as an observer of trends, as an observer of human nature, I see certain concepts and items become a focal point of relevance. Tourniquets, for example, that became a big thing where it turned into people's personalities, as a very smart person brought up. That ultimately turns into almost virtue signaling. I carry a tourniquet, you don't, I'm better than you. Is that the case? Not necessarily. And there's certainly nothing wrong with always looking for the better option. I definitely do that. I do that with my training. I do that with mindset. I do that with tangible items. And it's not just firearms. It's also flashlights. It's pocket knives. It's wallets. It's clothes. It's shoes. It's everything. It's sunglasses. Always looking for something better. So that option could be tangible. It also could be a concept to establish a solid mindset or even a plan. I remember the olden days when people would regularly go to the movie theater often, the olden days. Unfortunately, that it's not in vogue right now. Everything's streaming, everything's stay at home. Personally, I still enjoy going to the theater, still enjoy the entire experience. But then when the Aurora, Colorado theater shooting occurred, I treated going to the theater as a higher risk activity versus what I did before. Why did that happen? Because our minds jumped to a conclusion. Because this one incident occurred, more are going to occur, and it's going to happen to me. Is there a possibility of that happening? Yes. What are the chances of it happening, though? They're lesser. So looking back at this, was this an accurate response? Colorado shooting happened. I better be prepared. Has there been an isolated incident that created a similar response for you? Or have there been incidents that created this for you? Now, obviously, if we have patterns and we can see clearly A, B, C, these all are occurring, prepare, especially in this specific area, this can be useful data for us. Also, looking at other incidents, this is useful data. For me, I think a more appropriate response would be to maintain a standard, establish a standard. Nothing wrong with starting out with a standard that's lower and working your way up. Increasing standards isn't a bad thing. Ultimately, it helps you grow, you get better. So it's important to recognize the seriousness of any deadly force incident and make appropriate steps to prepare now. And if you don't already have that standard, establish something now. This is my rule of thumb. This is my rule for response. This is my standard everyday carry. Go-to option. This includes that whole mindset, which I kind of discussed in the last video. A well-trained and composed responder is far more effective and efficient than a less trained but overly equipped defender. And ultimately, all this does start with mindset. It starts with preparation. People talk about, well, it's better than nothing, better than a sharp stick. Right now, we have the luxury of preparing because we're not in a situation, you are not in a situation right now where you need that deadly force mindset, options, skill set. So take advantage of this opportunity now. Seize this moment. And that can include some dry practice. dry practice here and there. Start establishing a standard for yourself. Turn it into something that's a regular occurrence. Find some good quality training from a reputable instructor. Start there if you haven't already. Implement what they teach. Grow. Those are my observations. That isn't the right answer. That's my answer. That's what I wanted to share with you today.